Thank you very much, sir. Even great men have their poor relations. Very good. God bless you, sir. You're a gentleman. A very perfect gentle knight. Geoffrey Chaucer. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, verily, my cup runneth over. May your sweetness never blush unseen. My gratitude knows no bounds, sir. Here I sit, your slave, poor, infirm, weak and despised. William Shakespeare. Oh, you're a gentleman, sir, and so was he. Blessed are the poor in spirit, sir. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for yours is the kingdom of heaven, sir.
Arranged it 2 weeks ago. We were to have supper at my club.
Yes. He did mention it to me this morning. It was just before the lady called.
Lady? Which lady?
Well, I don't know her name, but the lady called and Mr. Holmes went out.
Oh. In that case, I should take advantage of an early night.
Oh, I must answer the door.
Of course.
Might be a clue.
I hope I'm not being a nuisance.
Oh, he won't mind, I'm sure. He's the kindest of men. Mrs. Whitney to see you, Doctor.
Kate, this is a surprise.
Not a pleasant one, I fear, John.
Thank you, Mrs. Hudson. Perhaps some tea?
That would be most welcome. You must forgive me for causing so much trouble.
Oh, you're causing us no trouble at all. Please.
Your assistant told me that you were dining with Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I see you've been to the surgery.
And you had just left.
Well, Mr. Holmes has disappeared without trace, as you can see.
In that case, I really shouldn't bother you with my problems.
Oh, Mr. Holmes disappears without trace at regular intervals. There's really no cause for alarm, only curiosity. But, why did you want to see me? If you're ill, you should not be traveling across London.
I am not ill. It's Isa.
Ah, well, if Isa is ill, I can visit him at home.
He is not at home.
He, too, has disappeared without trace.
You can probably guess what he's doing.
I imagine he's indulging his addiction. Opium?
I fear so.
Well, he's done this before, has he not? What makes this circumstance so very different?
Normally, his orgies are confined to one day. He leaves the house in the morning and returns in the evening, pale and shattered.
And this time?
I have not seen Isa for 48 hours.
Have you the remotest idea where he might be?
There is an establishment called the Bar of Gold in Upper Swandam Lane. I believe he is there. But I dare not go there alone.
Oh, no respectable woman would go within 100 miles of that vile alley unaccompanied.
Will you come with me?
No.
Oh, but...
No, I shall go there on my own. You will go home, and if your husband is where you think he is, I guarantee to have him back with you within 2 hours. Though I dare not imagine what state he'll be in.
Your tea, Doctor.
My apologies, Mrs. Hudson. I shall not require tea. I'm going out. But Mrs. Whitney will take tea.
And what am I to tell Mr. Holmes should he return?
Tell him I've disappeared without trace. Upper Swandam Lane, please, cabby.
I sometimes wonder whether men ever really truly grow up. They seem to remain little boys forever. Do you wonder about that, Mrs. Hudson?
No, Mrs. Whitney, I don't wonder about it. I know it. And they always need us to kiss them better afterwards. In a manner of speaking, of course.
Stay close by.
Right, sir.
No, thank you. I've not come here to stay. There's a friend of mine here. I just wish to speak to Mr. Isa Whitney. Isa.
My God. What's it? What's the time?
It's 11.
What's the day?
Friday the 19th.
I thought it was Wednesday. It is Wednesday. You're trying to frighten me.
Your wife